Hello there, Libra. Welcome back to Misfits of the Zodiac. My name is Ace. I'm going to be doing a monthly reading for the month of September for you. And I've already got your cards laid out. I feel like you're having a major breakthrough and you're receiving some sort of wish fulfillment this month. It's bringing a lot of happiness as a result of some healing that you've done and a new path that you're taking. You're walking away from something that didn't serve you anymore, and I feel like you're going to be, you may have already like put some feelers out to try something different, and what you're getting back is more than you could have expected. So you start off the reading with the Page of Athames. You could be getting some information, but I feel like this is more of you finally finding your own voice about something or speaking something into existence and finding your power as a result. And I feel like that's going to bring in wish fulfillment. So this is the Nine of Cups. There's like a little ladybug here on her crystal ball. This is talking about luck coming your way. I feel like as a result of you kind of being in your own power and trying things your way and finding your voice, you're going to get some sort of wish fulfillment for yourself. And I feel like it's going to bring a lot of happiness because you have the Ten of Cups as a result, which is happy. Everything's like emotionally feels really, really great. So this wish fulfillment is bringing a lot of happiness your way. And I feel like, again, as a result of potentially healing something from your recent past, and finding a new way to handle it, or finding another, looking for the new opportunity, a way to start afresh, is going to bring a lot of clarity for you and potential wish fulfillment that brings a lot of this happiness. I feel like if you need any help with the Five of Wands, looking towards trusted others and cooperating with them and finding ways to, whether it's your family, your friends, or your circle at work, finding unity there, maybe talking with them about some of the anguish or pain or some of the healing that you're doing could be very beneficial to you. I feel like you also potentially being in your power and doing things your way, but also being cooperative with the people around you is going to help bring a lot of happiness to everyone. It's going to make everyone feel seen and heard. And I feel like it's going to be potentially bringing in a lot of emotional wellness and wishes. I love, too, that you have the Star card next, too, which is wish fulfillment. So between the Nine of Cups and the Star, both of these tell me something big is coming in for you in the month of September that you've been hoping for a really, really long time. And I feel like it's finally coming your way, and it's starting a brand new, fresh start for you. I feel like you are also going on your own path, potentially, after some pain that you've had to deal with. And I feel like with this Green Man card, it's asking you to enjoy this new start and to maybe get some healing with the Star card as well, because it feels like there was something in your recent past that, with the Ten of Athames, that made you feel a lot of pain, a lot of feeling the need to work through it and release some things so that you can move on to calmer shores. And it probably was something related to some sort of truce that you had with someone or disagreement that you had with someone. Maybe it had been building for a really long time. I feel like if it's love, that maybe you're realizing you're not you weren't maybe as happy in that situation as you could have been. And as a result, you're kind of going your own way here with, this is the normal hermit card, but you're going within and reflecting on what didn't work so that you can kind of create a fresh start for yourself. And you're releasing and realizing that it's kind of dead, done, over with, and releasing anything from that that wasn't working so that you can move on with the Six of Athame, and you can move to more calm shores. You don't have to be in a situation where you're not happy, right? So this green man is basically saying, like, there is a fresh start for you. There's a lot of healing in this fresh start for you, and you have a wish coming. So if you are getting out of a relationship, just know that, like, taking time to heal yourself and to look at things from a new perspective, maybe taking some time to, again, go your own way. I hear the Fleetwood Mac song, "You Can Go Your Own Way." That's what's playing in my head, so I'm feeling called to say it. And that was a very toxic, crazy situation with Fleetwood Mac. There was a lot of infidelity that was going on. There's a lot of pain that they worked through. And that's why some of their albums were so good, because they were literally fueled by this infighting that was happening and this constant, like, working through stuff. I feel like this Hermit card is asking you to go your own way. Find your own path, and it will probably feel a little challenging at first, but I feel like, again, you're moving on to calmer shores, and I think by you doing this, you're calling in something really great. Okay, this Three of Wands is all about your ships coming in and receiving more than what you expected. And that could be your wish that we were talking about. Between the Star card and the Nine of Cups, it seems like you have something big is coming. And you might have to go your own way to find it. This Page of Athame too, your very first card, this is sometimes a result of independence. She's also very independent. It's the beginning signs of independent thinking. So you could have been in a situation where you, maybe someone was telling you what to do all the time and you thought that that was what was best for you, but you're realizing, no, you got to do things your own way. You got to have a fresh start for yourself and not be listening to anyone else but yourself. Okay? And I feel like that's what this Page of Athame is asking you to do. She is thinking about things from her perspective and cutting away all of what everyone else expects or thinks that she's supposed to do. Okay? So I feel like that is the main takeaway from this reading. That was pretty straightforward. I am going to pick an oracle card to kind of summate what we came across in this particular reading. I feel like, again, you have some really great, something really big that you've wanted for a long time is coming in, but it's asking you to kind of do things yourself. Okay? And you're going to have your fresh start is going to be so beneficial to you, but it's also going to allow you to move in the world the way you choose to move in the world, and not listening to all of the other noise. Okay? This is, speaking of noise, 29. Here's your do-over. Oh, this little bat. So this is, again, bats are nocturnal. They use sound mostly to identify what's around them, and they move in the dark. Okay, they move in their own way. They move in their own path. They're nocturnal. They do their own thing. They're, I feel like this is, I feel like this is potentially saying that you've been maybe hoping for a change, hoping for something to be different, and it just hasn't been. And I think part of the reason that it hasn't been is because maybe you've been listening, and this is no judgment, you've been listening a little too much to everyone else's advice around you. And I feel like this month it's asking you to listen to yourself for a change. Speak your own truths, okay? Because that's going to cause this do-over. That's going to help you re-energize and have a fresh start with the Green Man. Okay, so sometimes when you're struggling for it and you want things to change and you want them so bad, you're like gripping it too tight, it just doesn't happen. But the second that you can like release some things, release the expectation, release any feelings of pressure on yourself or pressure on the situation, the do-over happens. You get a fresh start, okay? So I feel like if you can take some time to sit with yourself, whether it's writing in a journal, because the athame too can be writing. It's basically communication. Sitting with yourself, maybe writing some things down, listening to your own voice, getting in your own body, taking some time by yourself, being the loner for a little bit. I feel like you're going to get a lot of clarity about what's working and what's not working, and you're going to be able to listen to you for a change. Because you have the answer. You have the answer for your do-over. You know what needs to change, but I think that it's getting muted or dulled or just forgotten about because everyone around you, potentially this Five of Wands energy where everyone around you is trying to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and you've been listening to that for a really long time, but it's not helping. I think what you are being asked to do is step into your own power and to find your own way. I feel like that's going to be the title of this particular reading. You can go your own way. You don't have to go the way everyone else expects you to. I think that's going to create your new beginning, your fresh start. So I'm excited for you because you have a big wish coming in. I feel like this could be your wish. I feel like you're going to have a lot more coming in than what you expected. And you're going to have some wish fulfillment this month because you're doing it the way you want to do it, the way that makes sense for you for a change. Okay? I hope this resonated. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Maybe get a like or have you subscribe and come back as a Misfit next month. I'm going to be doing Spooky October soon. So hopefully you come back. You can tick the bell so that you're notified when your next reading comes out. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. I'll talk to you later. Bye.